Is it on?
It's on.
Are you sure?
It's got a dot and there's numbers going
Is
up.
there a timer?
Yes,
we have
there
just
is a
recorded
timer.
15 minutes of video and it was amazing. It was the best 15 minutes of video you will ever see.
I won the argument, but
except that he didn't press record. It was brilliant. You'll never get such amazingness from this channel ever again. I'm sorry, we've peaked. But yeah.
This is just a tribute.
This is just a tribute. I was just thinking that.
Chasing every moment, all the good nights. We're always looking out and it's a good life. We go around the world for a show. And it's a good time. We're chasing every moment, all the good nights. We're always looking out and it's a good life. No, we are never letting this go.
Hi gang. A few months ago we put out a post and a video about trying to cut down our plastic use and our consumerism of plastic products whilst we travel and have a little bit less of an effect on the environment around us and all of that jazz. A company contacted me and said they have the perfect solution for not using so many plastic bottles to drink from. One thing we do when we travel, or certainly while we're wild camping, is we never trust the water source. We tend to drink out of plastic bottles, don't we?
We do.
We use the water that we find for like showers or for washing up and things, but for actual drinking or cooking with, we tend to use water that we know is safe and comes out of a plastic bottle, which is bad because we drink a lot and that's a lot of plastic. So this company contacted us and said they have an awesome solution. Let's send you a jerry can. I'll be honest, I was confused. I didn't really get how carrying a jerry can was gonna fix anything. You, me pointing at my husband there, was slightly more enthusiastic, weren't you?
I was very enthusiastic.
Why?
I thought it was an awesome idea.
Okay, why?
Because it's just ruggedized. It makes you feel as though you can go anywhere and do anything. No, what I did was I looked at what it was that they were talking about, and I realised actually this is a self-contained water carrier filter system and can be pressurized as well, so you can use it for a variety of different things. So for me, it's like opened a whole new world of what we could do, the possibilities. We can get water from bad sources and or not shore sources.
So we've had a couple of instances when we've been wild camping where we've really struggled to find safe, fresh drinking water. A couple of times in Europe where when we went to fill up spots, they said that it was drinking water and then a big sign saying that it wasn't, so it was obviously contaminated. Scotland. And also in Scotland, I was going to say, on an actual campsite in Scotland, they'd had a sheep die in their water source or further up their water source or something, so the entire campsite had no fresh water. So we've had a couple of situations where we've really struggled to get safe water, and that's impacted our plan a little bit because we had to go off miles out of our way to try and find water sources. And as we're hoping to do slightly more exotic trips in the next year or two, finding a way of getting safe fresh water was a big plus. So once you'd convinced me that it was a good idea to try, they sent me this. I'm really glad that was empty because I picked it up with absolutely no effort and I would have looked really stupid if I'd been like that. Anyway, this is a Lifesaver Jerrycan.
I'm going to move back a little bit because actually you can't see the jerrycan.
Okay.
You can put it on your knee maybe.
Ta-da! Lifesaver Jerrycan. And it's normal, I want to say 15 litres, I'm going to check the exact
19
amount.
litres.
19 litres capacity. And it is just your basic, let me turn it round slowly.
It's a little bit more than your basic.
Hang on, hold on. From the outside it looks like a normal jerrycan. You wouldn't know what it was looking at it, apart from that it's blue and not sort of army green. So you've got two main points. You've got holes in the middle,
Do you know what they're for?
Strapping down, I guess.
They're exact spacing for your 4x4 spare wheel at the back, so you could bolt it to your spare wheel.
Clever. We don't have a spare wheel, we're not a 4x4, but it's still a clever idea. So we've got
We use it to strap it to the wall.
Two bits, yeah, we do use it to strap it to the wall. On this side, you've got a filter.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. We've got two bits. On this side, we've got a
pump.
I thought that was the bit that filtered it as well.
No, it's a
filter on that
pressurisation
side,
pump.
is it?
What that does, screw that back in. That's where you fill it from.
Yeah.
That side. So then unlock. I'm going to come a little closer.
I know how to unlock it.
Unlock the top.
Done.
And then
Pump.
the pump, and what that does is it pressurises the inside of the container, so that when you open the tap on the other side, which is where the filter is.
So that you can have it either locked down.
Yep, or just push it.
Or you can have it. I've just noticed how bad my nail varnish is. Sorry, gang. Anyone is offended by.
Just push.
No, I don't actually want to spurt out all over the
There's
motorhome.
nothing in
But I was trying to show them the filter.
So there are several parts to the filter. There's a carbon filter at the top, and then there is a complete filtration system down the middle.
Oops. There you go. I meant to do that. Look at the filter. Now, what's really cool about the Lifesaver?
That's the main filter, but
Hang on. That's a carbon.
is a
bit, isn't it?
replaceable carbon filter.
Yep. And okay, so there's a couple of things I really, really like about this whole system. The first is that once the filter has been used as many times as it is allowed,
It's 20,000.
well, you can get two different types of Jerrycan. One is 10,000 litres, one's 20,000 litres.
Oh, okay.
I believe this is the 20. Yeah, it says 20k in there. So this is after we filtered 20k. It literally stops working. You can't suddenly get bad water that it hasn't been filtered properly. It just doesn't let any more through.
Can we buy a spare, please?
20,000. I did the maths. 2 people, you have to go onto my blog for the actual exact maths, but 2 people, it lasts something like 7 years or something. Crackers, it's a lot. The other thing I like is that it has passed proper stringent like military testing to filter out 99.9% of all bacteria.
It's very good.
Crazy bacteria levels.
It's like these water filtration straws you get from the carbon straws, but better. The bit that I really like about it is, although it filters, normally filters drip through and it takes forever.
Yes.
And this thing, you fill it up, 15 pumps when it's full, and suddenly it's pressurised enough to have a shower with.
Well, we've got a whole video on how you fill it and how you pump it and stuff, and we also got, because we obviously have got a shower in the motorhome, so I was a bit like, well, why would you need a shower? I get it for people in a van who don't have a shower, or anyone who likes to shower outside, like anyone who goes on the beach a lot, or surfers. Apparently they use it all the time, and I completely get it for that.
We use it for the dog.
Use it for? That's my line.
Sorry, I was miles
I'm
away.
building up
It was
this whole thing.
It was the way you said that then. I thought, surfers, we use it for the dog. Do we really compare? Yeah, okay.
We use it for the dog. And if we ever do and go spend some time on the beach, which I keep saying we should do, then we would use it then. But no, when like the dog's been swimming in the sea and he's covered in salt water, and I really don't want to put him in the motorhome, and I don't want him shaking all over the place. It's brilliant. You just add on the little shower attachment, hose him down. It's fab. You're going to sneeze all over my video?
No.
Okay, good. So that's the Jerrycan.
You go to the pump side. Okay, that's the outlet side. If it's pressurised, it'll quite happily squirt. And you can lock it down if you want it continuous. Go to the pump side. Make sure that you've locked the pump. Open.
Wow, it's really pressurised, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's superb. Take that out. That's the pump. So the filter is all on this side.
Yeah.
Pop it there. Got it.
You're not filling it quite full.
Leave it a little bit. Leave it a little bit just so we can get some air.
And this is going to be our sole source of drinking water, yeah?
Yep, and then I'll do 15 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Why 15?
What it recommends. It says 10 to 15, but I'll be honest, there's no
You're
pressure.
an
It's easy.
overachiever.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Do it again. That's cool. So we use this hose for our general washing up, showering stuff. And the Lifesaver, you got squirted, the Lifesaver for our drinking water.
Yep.
Which eliminates the need for plastic bottles entirely.
In theory, yes.
Why in theory?
Because we've only just started using it, but I'll be honest, so far I'm converted.
Okay.
We've kept one plastic bottle.
So, with the Lifesaver, we've got an attachment.
We did. A shower attachment. So, we have primed.
Yeah.
We've done that locked it down. Little push fit standard
Yeah.
water tank. push down, push it on, let go.
Yeah.
And then, in theory,
We shower off our salty seawater.
we turn that on. Let me see what happens here. Are we ready?
Go on
Are you
then.
sure?
Face. Okay. I'm impressed.
Well, I've just got his harness.
I'm gonna say we need to take the harness off anyway.
So, here we go. Here's a mackerel.
He's like, it's so cold. How could you do this to me? I've just been in the sea and that was so much
What's up, boy?
cold.
What's up?
Why are you
no.
abusing me? Me, do not shake. So we used it, we filled it up at a couple of campsites, didn't we, just to see how it worked and used it. And the water tasted fine, obviously, but it was campsite water. And then we used it when we were up Chichimi. I still never know if I'm saying that right, but hey, big place in the Dolomites where we wild camped for a couple of nights and we needed some water. And there was a stream up there and we filled it up and we have no idea if the stream was all right or not normally, but it tasted fine.
It
We
did.
haven't died.
We did a like the Pepsi challenge thing, didn't we? Where it was normal
did.
water or bottled water
We did.
and filtered water, and we could not taste the difference.
One thing that I hadn't really thought through is that obviously the water in here is contaminated or questionable, but you will need a way of storing the fresh water. Now we don't fill this up and then filter all however many litres this is all at once. We will just fill up a bottle as we need it. So we have one of our 2 litre bottles and we have our 2 little drinking bottles that we use when we're travelling. But you will need another container to store the water when it comes out.
We're still looking for, at the moment, what we do. I mean, our containers are fine, but the 2 litre one, we've literally got an old 2
plastic
litre
water
plastic
bottle,
water
yeah, we
bottle
have.
that I worry about because it degrades quite quickly.
Yeah.
So I'd like to find a solution for that. I would like to say, you mentioned before, it's just a normal jerrycan. Actually, this thing is tough.
Mr. Underbird's quite attached to this jerry can.
I
This
love
Lifesaver.
The quality of build on this
Yes,
is
it's good.
spectacular. The pump and priming unit, really good. But the quality of the jerrycan, I mean, we strapped it to the back of the van for about 1,000 miles.
Yeah, we did. We had it on our tow bar bit outside, yeah.
Battered,
used it properly.
there's hardly even a scratch on the thing.
No.
We weren't gentle with it.
We're not gentle with
we're not
anything.
No, we're not gentle
No, we're
with it. But just the build quality itself. You go to one of the car auto shops, in Auto or Halfords or wherever, and you buy a jerrycan. It's flimsy plastic. You can push your hand through the side of it.
Yeah.
I use this, just so you're aware, as a step ladder.
Yeah,
For
it's
when
like,
I'm getting
I'll tell you
on
what.
top of.
Can you do that? Okay, low bed. I am not a little person. I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh.
Just go. I'm going to try. And that's
It
empty.
doesn't
there's not-
even move,
no,
and that is empty.
It's solid, absolutely
I
solid.
didn't expect that.
Step off.
I'm well over
Onto the
70
slightly
kilos.
different. No, keep it there, keep it there. So that they can see deflection points. Go on,
You want me to do it again?
stand on it.
With my very, very dirty boots. Can I just say, while I've got this on here, how cool these boots are? It's got a little pocket in my boots for like cash and stuff. I'm so excited by these things. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that.
You're dirty and get cut off.
I am. Yeah,
I've just cleaned it.
There's mud.
We have
So-
we have emptied it down for winter. Normally we keep it full because we're using it every other day
Yeah.
or every day.
We're winterising our motorhome.
I have you. Well, yeah.
Well, it's only so we can go to Jordan. Woohoo! But that's a whole other story. So, last question before we finish. These are expensive. Like I said, you can get them in 2 types. One's a 10 kilo, one's a 10,000. One's a 20,000 litre filtering thing. I think the smaller one's about 270
I thought it was cheaper than that.
No, they're expensive. I think this one's about £350.
I thought it was about. I've been on their website. I think it was about £200 for that one, and £180 for the other one. I might be completely wrong.
I
people.
disagree.
I know, and
I
she
will
often
check
disagrees with me. And
The
she's,
current prices,
she's not always right.
but I'm not always
she
wrong
is.
either. Well, yeah, you can kind of gloat and kind of not gloat. So, turns out the 10,000 litre one is 199.
Sorry, whose blog
You
is
were
this?
right.
Who's the person that should be aware? Not that I would ever ever try and just reiterate the point of...
You might want to go make a brew because he could be at this for a while.
I'm sorry. How much was it again? I'm listening. Go on. Just repeat.
You want to know how much the one is that we don't have without the bits that we have without the shower and everything else? Because, you know, sure, we can do that. Or we can tell them the price of the ones that we've got with the shower, which is what I was talking about.
There's a reason we don't argue. I accept the fact that I'm going to lose at some point. But I was right for
Well,
that
we were
little
both
fleeting
kind
moment.
of right. I'm happy to share.
There was a sparkle, there was a glimmer of correctness in the air. There was that little moment of joy where I thought, ha!
I hope your kettle's a long, slow boil kettle. Just go have a chocolate biscuit.
Okay.
Have a mince pie.
Are
Are you done? And we're finished. Can you move on?
I can move on.
So, the basic price for the small 10,000 litre one is just under £200, £199.99. You want me to put this on the chair?
Yes.
Even though it's covered in mud and you're going to win?
Turn it the other way around.
Well, then the mud's going to be on the chair. And then you're going to get upset with me.
It's a valid point, but hey.
And this one, what was it? It was 209? Currently, at the moment, in November
239.
2019. No, it was 239 with the shower.
No, it was 239.99 without the shower.
Okay. And then it was something stupid with a whole massive pack of lots of stuff. Let's just get to the point, because there was a point. Would you buy one of these?
100% yes.
Even as a motorhomer?
Yes.
Why?
Because my biggest fear is contaminated water. If you contaminate your tanks, you're stuffed.
Yeah.
The cost of getting them clean, decontaminated, everything else. I'm the guy who puts Aquasol in the tank every time we fill up.
Yes, we do.
Because contaminated water scares me.
Yes.
It's the one thing that really does worry me.
Yeah.
So would I buy it? Yes, most definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I'm a firm advocate of this product. It ticks all the boxes for my OCD part. It ticks all the boxes for the health and safety side. It gives me that, you know, yes, we could get our tanks contaminated, but it doesn't contaminate everything else. It doesn't contaminate our drinking water. I like having a separate point.
You do have a thing about contaminated water.
Which given
Which is
Mrs.
why we're
Mrs.
really
B will buy a bottle of water, leave it there for 5 days, open,
It's
and then still drink it.
5 days.
5 days. Somebody out there with some stats, please come back and explain the contamination points of water.
Do you ever regret asking someone to help you film a video when you just wanted an opinion and actually what you've got is more than you ever bargained for?
Yes, but they're not videos that can go on YouTube.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up because we're just rambling and wasting people's time. I don't believe if you have a motorhome and spend most of your time on a campsite in the UK or like maybe some of these big campsites with slides and swimming pools and things where they pretty much are guaranteed to have decent water, you don't need one of these. Save your money, get something else. If you have a van or a motorhome that likes to stay off-grid a lot, this is amazing. Like, it extended our staying off-grid time by what, a couple of days?
Easily.
Easily.
We get a
In fact,
good...
the only reason we had to come back was to empty waste and water and things.
We easily get 3 days of drinking water out of them.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Well, no, probably not 4, but yeah.
Didn't need to go and buy lots of bottles of water.
That's true. We didn't buy a single bottle of water for what, 3 weeks travel?
The cupboard that we normally have stacked up with 2 litre bottles of water, and it is normally stacked up with about 20 bottles, is empty.
Which is great because it saves our weight as well. Really saves our weight.
So the fact that we can just refill it wherever we see water is just brilliant.
You can refill it from stagnant lakes, from rivers where you don't know if they're contaminated or not.
I mean, you can.
I don't think you can use seawater. I'm guessing it would still be salty. I kind of want to try it, but I don't want to damage
It's not a desalinator.
No, so it would still be salty water, I guess.
I would.
But any other form of water, apparently you can use like muddy puddles and things. I'm not sure I'd try that. But apparently you can. It's been rated that you can do that with. So yeah, I think it's awesome. Massive thank you to Lifesaver for sending it through for us to test. I'll be honest, I was totally sceptical and probably wouldn't have said yes to the test if you hadn't said that it was a good idea and we should try it out. And I'm completely converted. I didn't get why it would work, but now I do. So yeah, if you have a van, you don't have a shower, get one. It's amazing, and also you don't need as much space to store water. And if you have a motorhome and you have a dog, get one. It's amazing. Or surfboard, and you want to go swimming a lot or whatever in the sea, get one so you can rinse yourself off. Or if you just want to spend off, yeah, but you can put it on the surfboard or in the kayak and go for expeditions. But yeah, or mainly if you want to just spend more time off grid, it's brilliant. We really are impressed with it. Cool. Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
You think
It's
that's
just
it?
a brilliant piece of kit.
It is.
It really is. We found a nice little space for it. It sits there quite
Yeah, it
nicely on the
goes
side.
here in our van. If anybody else has got a similar space, and we put in a little elastic, and it hooks in like that,
I've put a couple of
and that holds it in place, and then we can twist it out and get a bottle in there to fill it up.
I've put a couple of rubber pads on the back of it so it doesn't vibrate while we're driving.
Yeah.
And it's just superb. It really
Yes,
is.
it is
I
really
would, for me, it's now one of the most essential pieces of kit we've got.
So this video is going to go out end of November 2019. It'll probably go out when we're in Jordan. Whoop, whoop, we're in Jordan, I'm very excited. Not in the motorhome. But if you want to follow us, I am on Instagram and on Facebook. If you're wondering what this is, he's subtly trying to move it out of the way, but honestly it's bright yellow. What's this?
That is the strap. So Swift did a recall on our van.
They did.
Because whilst you're driving, apparently the manual bed can fail sometimes and fall down.
Except that we're in Europe and you needed to go back to the UK and get
Swift
Swift
dealer. So I
fix it.
put a couple of hooks up and then I put a ratchet strap through. And the only one we could find from the garage where we were at the time, we were in Italy at the time. I know we were in Slovenia.
Slovenia,
And we were driving down horrible roads and I could see this thing rattling all the time. It did not fail. I have to say, it has not failed. However,
And we will at some point, because I think for our insurance stuff we need to get it done. So we will when we next go back to the UK, we'll book it in with Swift again. We didn't want to risk it falling down on us. So we've put a little thing on it, tightens up and it goes like that and then it tightens down.
and all it does is just creates that barrier. So when it's bouncing, it bounces onto that strap. And I'm just using the existing Krell hooks.
I mean, like you said, we haven't had any issues, but that's something that has been recalled. If you want to find out how to check if there are recalls out on your particular model of motorhome, there's an entire post on the website that tells you how to do that. So you can just go to the website. I'll leave the link in the comments below. But yeah, apart from that, we're getting ready for our big adventure over to Jordan. And so I'll probably see you at some point when we're back from that, if not before. So I hope you all have a lovely week and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.